Erie County continues to flatten the curve, but a word of warning this evening from health officials. We may appear more stable, but our numbers now continue to be much higher than they were back in the spring. The latest numbers from the state put the positivity rate in the western New York region at 6.6%. That is down slightly from the previous 2 days. The number of available hospital beds holding steady at 25%. Some additional news tonight from Erie County health officials when it comes to what they expected to be a Thanksgiving surge.
The good news is that the curve is not as steep as we initially had anticipated. The bad news is that it does continue to increase and doesn't really seem to level off until sometime in January 2021.
Well, there is a somber milestone today. Erie County reporting the number of COVID-19 related deaths now stands at 1,001. Now, Erie County's army of contract tracers back on track and making a difference in this fight. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Hannah Bueller taking a closer look at the tracer impact and what the next step is to keep this momentum going.
We're back on our game with contact tracing.
The amount of Erie County contact tracers has nearly doubled in a month due to the amount of COVID-19 cases in our community.
We have 98 contact tracers working, and so and we are not behind at all. We are able to we contact everybody who has a positive test.
Last month, the contact tracing force was severely depleted as cases began to rise. It took days for contact tracers to notify a person of a positive case, and the health department says it has employed and trained people from all different positions in county government.
Especially from social services, senior services, the sheriff.
Health Commissioner Dr. Gail Burstein says the county is now in the process of a pilot program to shift tracers to remote work.
We're going to do a pilot because, anything you start new, you want to start small so that we can work out the kinks.
Burstein says that remote contact tracing will begin Monday. Additionally, the county says it has a special epidemiology team working closely with the school districts. This week, Burstein says 78 students and staff in Erie County schools have tested positive. That's compared to 220 last week and 226 the week before.
We're not really seeing transmission within the classrooms. Most if the rare cases that we do see of transmission within the classrooms are really from staff, mostly staff to staff.
The county says the schools that have been testing students for in-person learning last week conducted 3,110 tests. Only 13 were positive, with a positivity rate of 0.4%. Dr. Burstein says the quarantine criteria for contact within a school is changing. Previously, since the beginning of the school year, the entire class had to quarantine if one person in the class tested positive for COVID-19, but now it is just those who have been within 6 feet of the infected individual for more than 10 minutes. Hannah Bueller, 7 Eyewitness News.